So really great appearance, I would say, from our two first-timers in top 8, I would say. Probably showing a very fearless approach that will benefit greatly from sometimes taking a little bit of a step back and actually allowing to bait some of the attacks, which I'm sure we will see in more appearances as we go through this season, because the way they were playing, it is reasonable to think that we will see them in top 8 again, comfortably.
And I certainly would like to. We're getting some very great players coming through these last couple brackets.
And it's great to see the variety just coming through and increasing. Even through the bracket, seeing the new picks, I find both of these things very exciting for the future games that we're going to be witnessing in 4 more qualifiers, because this is only the midway point before we get to the final one, and look forward to the season finale, which is going to be a full form top 8 of the best players of this season. We can all right.
I had a bit of
And
trouble getting the set started, but looks like we'll be starting off this set on Ethereal Gates, RMD, Unladen, Olympia, Force Burn. Let's get it.
now, Unladen has got a really good awareness of what Olympia can do, but can sometimes get caught out by the way Olympia can switch up the movement.
Are we going to see an early kill from this up special? We are.
We are.
Not finding his way back to stage, and the RMD with a strong opening.
Indeed. Noticing that all the resources were pretty much blown and just pushing whatever button pushed Unladen off the stage, but great answers there. 2 back airs. Loving to see that cape coming out. It's going to be certainly something that Olympia will struggle with. Great back air, and we're back to pretty much even with a combustion online.
I'm going to use it for the smoke just to get some presence up in the top half of the stage.
Which is actually going to be really great.
To use it. So, a bit of an awkward up special going out of the smoke cloud there.
Ah, well, at this stage in the tournament, there's always the chance that we are starting to feel the extra time we've been either on hold or playing, depending on which way round we've gone in the tournament. So it's understandable. But not being phased, great parries, buttons back in control. Ooh, great down air to up strong. We'll have to see if what Unladen can cook up.
These up specials are being quite devastating, and you can see once again, holding this crystal on the side of the stage actually not going to resist.
This is an interesting stage, as both of them can threaten an up strong from the platforms. I'm surprised that Unladen didn't let the previous one rip, because it could have put Unladen in a great position. Great down strong. Unladen taking the lead now, despite having been put far behind in the first stock.
And I'm not liking the adaptations to how Unladen is playing around these crystals, using things like these dash attacks to get in there very fast and just stay out of it pretty much.
Indeed. So actually removing the ground plate of Olympia is a great way for Fosburn with the disjoints. Ooh, goodness. One apiece. For Fosburn to actually make great use of the disjoint and the fact that he's got some hitboxes that are outstretched while using down air and back air. But we'll have to see if that is carried on and snuffed out by RMD, which is entirely possible for an Olympia to do.
He's pulling some momentum back here, which is good. In fact, these up specials are so devastating. Really nice crystal to cover both the clone and the real Force Burn, regardless of which one's real.
Indeed. If you get to align them, it doesn't really matter.
But also, Force Burn using the tools really well to break through things like this super armor. And you can see RMD just slamming both of these Forceburn entities at the same time. Who cares which one's the clone? Just hit them both.
Exactly. However, great threading of the needle by Unladen. It is the option that you need to go for when the crystal is right in the middle. Just go for the crystal and
good dodge on the up special into a falling back air.
Great punish. Those up specials were coming out a bit too predictably, I find, for RMD, and Unladen suddenly picked up on that. So game 1 for Unladen, going to game 2 on Crystal Oasis, aka Forest Floor. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no, we're in. I think Brendan needs a holiday after this casting session. For doing it with the cold that he's got right now, I do commend him. And all the chat showing their love, I'm sure, helped with all those subs. Right.
Anyway,
we're just seeing. Yeah, we do, but we're just seeing a really good shuffle and trying to control the space with both the crystal and smoke by both players. There we go. First one cleared out. So great use of cape. Oh, and the up special again.
And you can see RMD kind of starting to throw these out there. It's no wonder that Unladen's beginning to punish them a little bit.
Yeah.
RMD's probably going to have to start looking for other options in terms of getting Forceburn off stage and keeping him there, because the more you rely on that up special, the less the potency of it's going to be.
Yeah, very much so. Great presence of mind to just stay on the end of the stage there. Oh, that could have been a combust right there. To just stay on the last. Oh, I'm sure he would. Who wouldn't? The percent is right. Ooh, doing some little dash dancing. It does feel like right now. Oh, there it goes. Unladen could be a little bit more. Could be comfortable. He's got pretty much 100% up on. Well, 90 now. Oh, and closing. RMD slowly dancing around, finding openings, and evening up the set. Those up specials certainly coming out very often. And a wonderful up strong cape into the finisher by Unladen will catch RMD. Ooh. We're certainly noticing that not enough people have learnt to actually react to the crystal off stage and use the wall tech to stay safe. So in many situations there he could have been safe.
I don't know, you sound like you're just talking about some kind of dark wizardry right now.
What, just pressing dodge now and again as you come out the crystal? I'll let everyone in on the secret. It's not. Oh, wonderful up air to finish off the stock and the set.
Definitely looking comfortably in Unladen's favor right now.
Indeed. So we'll have to see what RMD comes up with. I think the predictability of RMD's moves is certainly being taken advantage of by Unladen, but we have a match here at CEO Ring. We're going completely vintage on the colors here by RMD. I'm not sure. We will find out what that actually means in terms of his gameplay. We're seeing some wave dashing, dash dancing to actually see if he can get Unladen to guess. But Unladen does not seem phased one bit.
Unfortunately, RMD hanging out a lot of the time inside the smoke, not really clearing it, just sort of sitting inside Forceburn's comfort zone, and you can see, like, he's just not really able to find anything in this blender that Unladen's putting out.
Yep, despite doing a little bit of dash dancing, it's the overall movement by RMD is not, it's not opening any options. So right now it is definitely a Fosburn blender that is being, and a masterclass that's being demonstrated here.
You gotta be so careful of some of these Fosburn kill options now that we're on not Rockwall.
Indeed.
And
There's
the smoke again, maybe looking for another combust here. He is going to go for it, but
he heard you.
Not really going to find anything on that angle.
No. Certainly fishing for a couple of strong attacks, and so the dodge rolls shuffle is eventually going to go in Unladen's favor. Great use of using the capes in anticipation of certain Olympia movements. It's certainly a really strong tool, and Olympia has to respect it.
An unfortunate timing there. Forsman coming out of the explosion just as the crystal becomes active means it's instantly destroyed.
Indeed, I think perhaps actually Unladen is looking for those. It's a great way to stay safe if you try and put out a hitbox on the recovery where you think a crystal might end up. But we have a stock cleared, but still a single stock advantage. We'll have to see what RMD can come up with. We're certainly trying to space out a bit more, which is always a good thing to see, but...
Trying to kind of bait Unladen into getting hit by one of these dash attacks, but the Forsburn is not falling for it today.
Except for that time. I think that was more of a catching a tech roll, which will inevitably go in Olympia's favor in this situation if you have a side special already charged.
In fact,
and one stock apiece.
Certainly putting the work in to even this back out.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be very necessary about this point in the set, so...
Mm-hmm. Every positive exchange only helps bring it back to even at this moment. And we're seeing that actually all of these crystal setups are becoming a little bit difficult for Unladen to deal with. Okay, at this point it's anyone's game. We're seeing Unladen taking a little breath here, finding those recovery spaces. Excellent dashing around to just get the crystal, but the edge will clip him.
Very nice comeback, actually, from RMD.
Playing it cool and around the strength of his crystal, because it seems that RMD is very comfortable using it and spacing it at the moment. And it did start slowly inching in and catching Unladen, despite having the cool head and presence of mind to stay on the outside and dash in and out. In the end, it worked wonders for RMD. So we're going to... What's that? Unladen.
Unladen, I believe.
Unladen won first game. All right. Yep, we've updated the scores in Unladen's favor. All right, Merchant Port, here we come. Okay, Discord is accelerating a little bit, but the scuffle is happening for control of the stage at the moment. It's Crystal Field versus Smoke, I see.
Both of them starting to play this out a little bit more carefully. Trying to avoid some of the chaos of the previous games.
And certainly trying to clear out any setups that have been left. Because we only see one smoke and no crystals at the moment. Oof.
That knife just coming out of the super armor clears.
Yep.
But still, good to get Unladen off stage. Here comes the crystal. Can Unladen get around it? He's gonna time it, just baiting RMD into setting it off.
Indeed. A clone always goes a long way in clearing it if ever you need. Clone explode and you're good to go. Yep,
Once we heard RMD slamming back onto the stage.
And again, we see that the placement of the crystal should now probably change, because Unladen, despite losing this stock, does actually do his up special recovery, and what a reversal, and answering back. Does just do the recovery straight onto it every time now. So we'll have to see what RMD decides to do.
Alright, cursory hits either way. Name of the game right now is just going to be poking and percent building for both players.
Indeed. Even though right now it's just push the Limpo back off. It's always a great way to tack on percent if you just keep your opponent with minimum resources off the stage. Tack on a bit of percent, push them back off. It's always in your favor. Good awareness.
Maybe a bit too much percent on either one side, but Unladen very comfortable jumping up to the back, yeah. So now it is looking risky for RMD. He needs to get this stock back, try and bring it to a game of 5.
Indeed, because okay, that was an interesting mix-up.
Yeah, go for the charge down strong. Not going to find it as the force burn. Simply going to jump out of the way. And now
Up special will
tricky with his clone. Not going to quite get anything. 80% lead.
Ooh, here we go.
Really nice parry. Hopefully going to open something up for Unladen. He's got the percentage he needs. He just needs to find the confirm.
Yep. And I think at this percentage, you have a lot of time to, well, a lot of time. You have a good few exchanges to attempt and find like a down strong to close it up, don't you?
Yep, really good tech reactions. That's the kind of thing that Unladen does all the time.
Yep. Just knows you're going to actually instinctively go this way and follows you for a clear down strong to win.
All right.
Well done, Unladen.